right, here we go, Pat. Minute 10 to go.
For athletes, we only have one goal, and it's to win. No politics, no countries, none of that stuff. It's a sport that brings us together as a family.
As wrestlers, we wrestle very hard on the mat. But at the end, we shake hands and we are friends.
Events like this are important because I think they bring people together from other cultures, other languages. The Olympic sport movement was meant for that. It was meant to cut across cultural bounds, language barriers, religious barriers, ideological barriers to bring people together.
Didn't know what to expect when we got here. When we were told we were going to Israel under our king, Mohammed VI, he allowed us to come and willed us to come. And I wasn't really sure what to expect, me and the rest of the team. But it's beautiful. We love it here. Everyone's so nice.
My name is Ilan Bonder. I'm from Ashkelon.
Yusuf Eitzbulahri, 22, Casablanca.
International competitions, they help us grow outside of our box.
Thanks to competing internationally for the Moroccan national team, I've been able to meet people from almost every continent.
I think it's amazing when you get together a bunch of people who've never known each other and they can come together under the realm of sports. You like to win, I like to win, let's see who wins. And now we grow that mutual respect for each other. Now I get a chance to show myself, he gets a chance to show himself.
I'm not always going to win, sometimes I lose, but how you lose is more important than when you lose. Keep going forward, no matter what.
Being an athlete it's first of all a big challenge because we always like to win and work very hard. We go around the world for tournament and training camp, but also brings a lot of values.
The most important thing that I teach my wrestlers would be dedicating yourself to getting better every day, not getting emotionally involved every time you win or lose. Those emotions can take you really, really high on a roller coaster, or they can take you really, really low. And we don't want to get too low or get too high. We want to be calm, cool, collected at all times.
The most important thing I teach in wrestling is struggle is life, and what we learn from that struggle makes us better.
I tell my guys, we count wins and we count lessons. We don't count wins and losses. Wins and lessons, you either win or you learn. And you can learn a lot from a loss.
This event is important because it is commemorating, first of all, athletes that fell in 1972.
I was 13 in 1972, and we had 3 television stations that worked in the US, and when the Olympics came on, it was live broadcasting, so I was glued to the TV, as was the world. And it happened after the freestyle wrestling, and Ben Peterson, who ended up being my college coach, won his first gold. And those wrestlers inspired a generation. I was a wrestler at that time and I loved wrestling and I wanted to be an Olympic champion. And within a day after the freestyle was done, we got news of the terrorist attack and that it was the Israeli team. And then as things unfolded, when I heard that part of the team were wrestlers, I was like, I'm a wrestler. I want to go to the Olympics. And I remember like the sadness, the heaviness in my heart. It was like shocking. We couldn't get away with it.
I think events like this prevent any violence because it creates friendship and tolerance and understanding. And I do not think in the future we'll see, I hope we'll not see any these kind of terrible attacks against our athletes or any other athletes in the world.
We, the wrestlers, we look strong and scary from the outside, from the side. But when you get to know the wrestlers, usually in the gym or wrestling with them, you understand that they are very kind people. They're very open. They love to give, love to show you new things, explain your mistakes, and they just really, no matter where you're from, if you came to the community of wrestling, they understand that you're a wrestler and they love you, they help you, always.
Ultimately, wrestling is a tool. It's not really about wrestling. It's about building people, and that happens through relationships.
He was a great man. He was a happy man. He believed in what he did. My father was the last one to see him before he left. It changed my life to the point that my entire family's life is revolving around it. And this is what we do. I would like to invest more in the youth. I think we have great potential in this country. I think that with the proper funding, coaching, mentoring, we can definitely do very well with it and make it a mainstream sport.
This is a unifying event to try and bring everybody together and move forward and expand and develop and bring more eyes to the sport and more hands in Israel, more hands to the sport. Help everybody understand that something's going on here, and there's a lot of potential, and it's worth investing. It's worth being a part of.
It was great. An awesome way to bring everybody together and memorialize the tragic event and move forward in peace.
Beautiful people, beautiful scenery. I love Israel, my favorite country. U.S. loves Israel.